Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Floyd Humphreys, and today I want to talk about how we can know that LiveGood is solid. I mean rock solid. So you have to know a few things about network marketing, and you have to know a few things about some of the people that have been in network marketing. And after you've been around for a while, some names just become familiar. You know, the leaders, like they say, the cream rises to the top. I joined my first network marketing company way back in 1979, a company called Forever Living Products. And the vice president of that company, the president's name was Carl Jensen, and the executive vice president's name was Rex Mon at that time, back in 1979. Anyway, what happened was these guys were in the same church together, and so they were friends. And so Carl Jensen ran across a guy one time that had some aloe vera, and he thought, man, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. And so he went and talked to Rex Mon, and Rex Mon was the executive vice president of the Dale Webb Corporation, you know, the one that builds all them fancy casinos in Las Vegas and different projects all around the world. And anyway, he was already a multimillionaire, and them guys went to the same church, and so anyway, Rex told Carl, he says, well, let me just tell you something about becoming a millionaire. You know, when timing is right and the product is right and the people are right and everything, the economy is right, if a lot of things are right, then things can really go. But if some of those things are not right, you can lose your butt big time. He says, but I've known you for a long time, and I trust you, and I believe in you, and so I'm willing to offer my guidance as executive vice president of the corporation, and I'm not going to quit my job, but let's see how things go. Well, they took off like a rocket, and you know, they were doing like, I don't know, $1 million a month, like quick. And so it was new. It was they had a unique product, aloe vera, and they had a stabilization process that didn't require any additives and or heat that could destroy the properties. And so it was a pretty good thing. But anyway, what happened was the person that supplied the formula to stabilize the product got greedy when he saw how much money they were making, and he went to him and he said, look, you guys, you know, I want a boatload more money. You know, you guys are, you know, trillionaires almost, and you know, you're living in fancy houses and driving fancy cars and everything, and you know, I want a bigger piece of the pie. And then Rex Mon, you know, because he's a incredibly smart man. He might be dead now, I don't know. I know that that company just had another change of leadership, but you know, they're all over the world, and they're a, you know, multi-billion-dollar company. But anyway, at that time, Rex Mon said, look, you dumb shit, I'm not going to be blackmailed, I'm not going to be held for ransom, and you can take that aloe vera and shove it up your ass. And that's how I feel about you asking me for more money. So anyway, needless to say, the company didn't have the ability to market that particular product anymore, because the guy pulled his authorization, and he was the one that had the stabilization process. So they went a couple of months without any product, and of course they had some product in the warehouse, and that lasted a while. But after a few months of no product, you know, there's really no point in people taking people to meetings, and pretty soon people started dropping out. And I was what they call a manager, and I was only 24 years old, and I sold over $20,000 of the product in a month's time, which at that time $20,000 was worth something, but unlike today. But anyway, so they awarded me a manager's pin, a gold lapel pin, and I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, but my business died, and because the people, I introduced them to a marketing technique that they wasn't familiar with, a business model, and they left, and they was just all went and joined up in whatever multi-level marketing company they could find, and most of them was, a lot of them was actually broke in a year because they'd spent their life savings trying to make something work that wasn't even 100th as good. And anyway, within a couple of months, Rexmon got the company back on top of things, and now they're worldwide and in the billions of dollars and all that. But the point I went through all that story there about was because when hard times come, it takes somebody with some brains, it takes somebody with some guts, and it takes somebody with some money, and somebody that can stand up, and somebody that knows how to make the correct decisions. Now, Del Webb Corporation was a multi-billionaire corporation way back then, and of course there was a lot more now, but the point being that Rexmon, being the executive vice president of that, he was no dummy. And so when hard times come along, a less intelligent man wouldn't have known what to do, would have folded, would have went broke, would have went home and cried to mama, went down and applied for welfare and food stamps or something. Anyway, the point being that, you don't become a shrewd businessman overnight, and it takes decades. And there's some people that are very, very fortunate, maybe lucky, that hit things relatively early. But most of the people that are self-made millionaires or billionaires will tell you that they had 100 failures before they had a success. And so anyway, it takes time to learn these valuable lessons, and none of these lessons are taught in school. They're not, because if school teachers knew any of the answers to these questions, they wouldn't be a school teacher. They'd be rich instead. They wouldn't be stupid, out there teaching Common Core and stuff. So anyway, so you can't learn it in the public education system. It's not taught at universities, and it's taught by trial and error, and that's how it's taught. And you go to the school of hard knocks. That's what school you go to learn this stuff. So anyway, the thing about Ben Glinsky is he's been in the business for a long time. He's had a few of his own successful companies. Between him and Nodder, they've paid close to $1 billion in commissions. I mean, these guys are not beginners. They've been around the block. And you can tell just by how they run things. I mean, they've only been in business now for a little over 7 weeks, and already, the warehouse is swamped. Shipping orders and stuff, and they've got people from management in there filling orders. And I mean, they could just go out there and spend a boatload of money and hire a bunch of people and all that stuff, but they're frugal, and they're not stupid. They're very, very, very intelligent. And so, just when you watch the way that they do things, and they've not missed one order, they've not missed one bonus check. I mean, they've not been even 30 seconds late on paying anybody. They haven't been more than 30 seconds late ever on shipping anything. I mean, you're talking about the epitome of perfection here. So, it takes time to get what these guys have, and I mean, some of these companies have brilliant management, and this is one of those companies that does. Now, brilliant management only goes so far, because even a brilliant manager, can't ride a dead horse. So, there's a lot of things that have to come into play, but they've got a brand new business model. It's never been done before on planet Earth. Not since Adam and Eve has ever a direct sales company ever sold products at a fair price, and this is the first time in history that it's ever been done. And no purchase product requirements, no auto ship. It's not even required to recruit people in order to make a couple of $1,000s a month. And here's the thing about, the people that worry about people that are going to just get in for the couple of $1,000s a month. What you don't realize is they're supporting the company. I mean, that little old $10 a month is what fills the matrix that you get 25 cents on each one of those people. That's where the $2,000 a month comes from, to pay these people that don't do anything at all that earn $2,000 a month. So, I mean, it's a brilliant plan. And you know, and it all goes together. And don't think that they're not making money on these products just because they're selling them a hell of a lot cheaper than anybody else. I mean, when you go to Costco and you see that they're selling cheaper than Walmart or whatever, they're still making millions and billions of dollars. I mean, it's not like they're giving the products away for free. They're just cheaper than everywhere else. Well, it's the same thing here. They're making a boatload of money on those products. They're just not ripping you off like everybody else. They're just being fair and honest. And let me tell you something, fair and honesty goes a long ways. So here you've got a unique business model that's never been done before, and people are going crazy over it. I mean, right now, LiveGood is the #1 fastest growing network marketing company on the face of the earth, bar none. Boom. It's #1, growing faster than any other company. And I mean, you know, so I mean, everything is just right, you know. And so I just wanted to, you know, throw this little video out there to, you know, there's people that are out there that, you know, ask stupid questions like, is this a scam? Is this a pyramid? You know, or, you know, they're always your naysayers, you know, people that are generally too stupid to be considered human, and so they just find something to complain about and stuff like that. And then when something like this comes along, a lot of them are too stupid to even recognize it as an opportunity, and so they'll just stay broke. And there's a reason why a lot of people are broke. It's not by accident. You know, we all got born with no clothes on. You know, some of us did something about it, you know. But anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there. If you got anything out of this, you can click like, subscribe to my channel if you want to. I've got other videos that teach you how to get people and stuff like that. And so I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.